Hope you had a nice Valentine's Day, everybody. Didn't vlog on that day. Actually, I thought about doing it, then I thought, you guys are all just busy doing your old Valentine's thing, so I wasn't going to disturb you. But we do have the actually real Taco Bell dog, at least my Taco Bell dog, Taco, tonight. Say hi, Taco. All right, so hope everybody's well. Everybody's doing great out there. You guys are all just look like you're famously moving right along in the direction that you want to go. I was really happy to see Volvo Mom 5's video. It's really cute and it's really neat to watch how you guys, you went to that little tea house and you guys have all bonded so well and everything. And it's really cute how this is a food plan and it's a journey for each of us. But everybody, in their own way are getting to kind of intertwine with each other's journeys at different levels. And it's really neat to see, not only the support and the encouragement, but just the actual relationships that are creating and created because of this. I think it's really cool. It's really, really cool. So, as you know, if you've watched me before, not only am I a crazy dog lady, but I also made the choice not to go on the scale. I did go on it Sunday morning after my mini steak day, and I did lose, but all it really did was just put me back again to square one of basically how last week was. I pretty much have hit at, I think I'm at 160.4 as far as when I went on the scale on Sunday morning after mini steak day. And all that did was just bring me back down to what I kind of just kept kind of yo-yoing at this week, which led me to my decision about not going on the scale. I did also measure. I lost 3 inches all around. And like I said before, my inch measuring is not as extensive as it should be. I only measure my chest, my waist, my belly, my hips, my thigh, my bicep, and my arm. I'm sorry, bicep, that's the same thing, bicep and arm. And my thigh. Did I already say thigh? So that's all that I measure. So I lost 3 inches this last week there. And so total I've lost, I think it's 19.25 inches off all the way around. Day wise, I'm gonna have to just put that in the text on the blog. I didn't check it before I sat down here, I'm sorry. I know it's 30 something. It's either 31, maybe 32 today, I'm not sure. So obviously I'm rounding that corner as far as, being on the 43-day protocol. I'm actually rounding that corner to be looking at P3. And so I actually sat down and rewatched Desiree's vlog about cycling and actually sat down with the calendar and mapped out basically if I did the cycling plan where I would be on the times that I would be on P2 and what I would be basically doing schedule wise when I'd be on P3, which is only like less than 2 weeks when you're doing the P3 on a cycle. And I liked how that worked out for me. And here's the thing, when I first started this whole journey, because I was so skewed on what I thought my weight was to start with, I was totally, my set goal was so off it's not even funny, because I didn't weigh myself until my first load day. And so by then, I'm committed, I was going to do the program, I was excited about doing the program, but what I thought I was starting at was totally different than what it was. So, I was thinking when I first, ordered the HCG and started watching these vlogs, I was thinking, oh, well, the weight that I thought I was at, I thought I was like at 163. So I was thinking, oh, well then, I'm going to get on this 43-day plan. If you can lose a pound a day, that's 40 days, but I'll give it a little bit of slack. So I figure I'll lose 30. So bada bing, bada boom, I'll be at my, goal weight, 133. Yeah, cake. It's like I would get that done, do P3, do P4, piece of cake, off I'd go, happily into the sunset, and it would all be done. And then, of course, reality sets in. And I actually saw what I did weigh, and that was no good at all. It wasn't really good. And so you figure I had kind of an uphill climb just to start, because I was having to make catch up lost ground as far as the weight that I had put on that I didn't realize that I had to get off now. So this round has been getting myself squared away and then hopefully getting on track with weights that I haven't seen in a long time. So I know right now for sure I'm going to be doing another round, and I will most probably do basically two more rounds for sure. If it ends up being a third round, I'm not going to kill myself. Like everybody says, this is a journey, and it's meant to stick. It's not meant to later have to do this all over again because of, you know, false expectation, I guess. I mean, it's good to have positive expectancy. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big advocate of that, big. But I'm realizing that, like Miss Connie, Miss Cotton Candy Kisses always says, you know, you're as long as you're releasing and as long as you're going in the right direction and you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's all good. And that's really where we're at. And I have made the choice not to go on the scale. That's my choice. Other people, that maybe shouldn't be your choice. So I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep checking the clothes that I'm, wanting to get into. I got into another pair of pants yesterday that, and I know any of you people have done this. I don't know if men do it, but I think ladies do it. Besides just me, but you kind of peer down into them like you're about to put your legs in, and you're kind of looking at the circumference, and you're thinking, I don't think I'm gonna fit in there. And then you go ahead and you try it, and you actually do. That feeling you get, like, really, I fit in this? It didn't look like I could fit in this, but I fit in this. So that's a good feeling. I may not know what I am on the scale, but I know that pretty much made my day yesterday. So, I'm happy with that. And another thing that another vlogger, when I mentioned in a prior vlog about herba tea tasting like dirt, and I asked for suggestions. This is one of the suggestions that came back to me, and this has been awesome. Here it is. See it? See that? Tastes good, really good. Kind of a chocolatey taste, obviously, by the title you could tell. And I like it very, very much. It's like having a treat, something I can look forward to, and it works just fine for me. So I'm glad that I found it, and I'm already have gone online and found it, like, online cheaper than I could in the store that I found it at. So life is good. So I got that. And then the other thing, my question out there is about the Mac nuts. I have not touched them, have not even attempted them for P2. I'm still going to wait till P3 to have them. I'm definitely looking forward to making that Choco Delight recipe on P3. And I've also told my husband about a few other recipes that I plan on making when it's time for P3. And he's excited because he was actually, before any of this, was asking about a way to make healthy fried chicken. So, Delman, thank you. You're going to make my husband and me very happy with that batter that you came up with the eggs. So, I'm going to be making that. And, but back to the mac nut question. Tell me exactly what mac nut you're eating. Is it salted, unsalted? Does it matter? Just give me the full lowdown about which mac nuts. I'm assuming logically it would make sense that it would not be salted because you wouldn't want as much salt in your system when you're trying to reduce and or maintain. But, you never know. Some of these recipes you guys have come up with, I would have never have dreamed that they could be good on P2 and or P3 and look so yummy, and I'm sure taste so yummy, and help people still be successful. So I'm also throwing that question out there, and that's at the very worst you guys are just going to call me a blonde, which I am. So sorry, deal with it. And speaking of that, even though you guys really don't care, I was really excited on Friday. I was actually having kind of a pissy poor day as far as just my attitude, because it was the whole trying to make the decision about the scale and everything. And my boss had a laptop that the screen wasn't working anymore. And I basically opened that sucker up and I figured out what part had to be replaced, and I replaced it and I put it all back together. And now she has a laptop that works. So there, I do have a brain, and it's actually quite good at functioning. Now I'm just being silly. All right, so anywho, yeah, that's it. So I lost inches. I'm getting into some clothes. I want to get into some cuter, smaller clothes. And I love you guys. I won't go on the scale. Please give me your feedback. I love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.